Yeah.
Go.
This is the just checking for chapter 16. And the first question is, one of the authors took his minivan in for repair recently because the air conditioner was cutting out intermittently. The mechanic identified the problem as dirt in a control unit. He said that in about 75% of such cases, drawing down and then recharging the coolant a couple of times cleans up the problem and costs only $60. If that fails, then the control unit must be replaced at an additional cost of $100 for parts and $40 for labor. And for part A, you are asked to define the random variable and construct the probability model. And we're going to do this right here by writing down the outcomes. X, which equals the cost, and the actual probability. So for recharging, if it actually works, the cost is $60. $60 with the 0.75 probability, and replace with control unit is $200 with only 0.25 probability. And for B, you're asked to, what is the expected value of the cost of this repair? So the costed is 60 times the 0.75 probability plus the 200 and the 0.25 probability, which equals $95. So that is the cost of the total repair. And finally, for C, what does this mean in context? Well, what it's basically saying is that the car owners with the problem will spend an average of $95 to get it fixed. And that's your just checking question number 1 for chapter 16. This is the just checking for chapter 16, and this is question number 2. The question is asking you, suppose the time it takes a customer to get and pay for seats at the ticket window out of a baseball park is a random variable with a mean of 100 seconds and a standard deviation of 50 seconds. When you get there, you find only 2 people in line in front of you. A is asking you, how long do you expect to wait for your turn to get tickets? And we find this out by adding 100 plus 100, and your answer is 200 seconds. So you expect to wait 200 seconds before you get your tickets. B is asking you, what's the standard deviation of your wait time? By this, we find it out using the standard deviation formula with the number 50. and it equals out to be 70.7 seconds. Lastly, C is asking you, what assumption did you make about the two customers and finding the standard deviation? Well, by this we found out that the times for the two customers are independent. And that's your answers for question number 2, just checking.